we're rolling. This is your one-stop shop for the greatest of all walks of local mid-Atlantic entertainment. We got pro wrestling, MMA, the stage, and more. You're checking into the non-stop disco party, Tony Talk with Tony Smith. I'm here on Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher Radio, gracious local airwaves, and more with you today. But most importantly, huge hello to the loyal and proud Tony Talk fans, which, shout out to you guys, we hit 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube page last month, and we're nearing the 110 mark already. Guys, this is terrific! I'm so proud of you guys, but before we start talking about some independent pro wrestling, we gotta shout out a few of my huge sponsors. I mean, these guys, they make the show happen. But more importantly than that, they are huge investors in the various bone cancer research foundations this show loudly and regularly endorses and supports. Guys, every single dollar makes a difference, folks. So to start, huge thanks to Papa Mike over at Lawrence Auto and Tires. Guys, this is your number one stop for local entertainment. Stay tuned. We're gonna go.
Looking good, Miasma. Working real hard.
Yeah, man. That's the only way I know how. Gotta do what I gotta do to fulfill that quest.
Oh, yeah. Really good to hear. Now, speaking of the quest, I just want to know how that's going. What's the progress looking like?
Well, let me tell you, man. Quest is going exactly as Zach Rangers wants us to go. Since it was given to me by the Oracle, I found myself at a bar the night of where I had to deal with some not too favorable people, so I got to show them a little bit more of my aggressive side that night. Throw some fists. After that, I've been dealing with this wrestling promoter who wanted to play things his way, wanted to jerk me around, but he learned real quick he's gonna work things my way. Short answer, it's going well. Quest is moving.
Such is the Miasma way.
Damn right.
Yeah, that's real good. I just wanted to know because I haven't been hearing much, but some people in this guild running their mouth just a little bit.
Sure.
Zach Ramsey's days powered by the skilled are numbered. Fellow Shadows, do you really think he could put his greed and ego aside long enough to change his ways, to prove anything to the Primordial Oracle? I have more confidence in Shadow Giron here sprouting wings and flying away. His obsession with the reflection in his mirror, that's going to be his downfall. And I will gladly pick up the pieces alongside the Primordial Oracle and set this order in the proper direction in praise of Erebus.
Praise Erebus?
I'm telling you guys, stay with me. Okay, you need to stay with me. Ramses is a dangerous man, a very dangerous man. I praise Erebus.
Listen, Shadow Shiron has been getting the ears of everybody in the guild, filling their heads and talking about his side. The only reason why I'm here is to get your side, so I can make my own decisions. So, I just want to know.
Listen, I appreciate you coming and asking me that. Shows that you're actually smart. As opposed to Shadow Shiron. Nothing about this surprises me with him. He is a human dumpster. All he does is flap his gums and create controversy for controversy's sake. It's all he knows. So I don't concern myself with him. Let him talk to everyone. Because I know when I present my evil deeds to the Oracle and to Erebus, everyone's going to see what we already know. Zach Rance is the true miasma. Everyone knows it.
Oh, Miasma, no disrespect, but they don't know it. Not the Oracle, not anybody in the guild. And if we don't even know it, no one out there knows it. Your intentions might be good and you're doing everything you can for Erebus. But we don't see it. We don't know your works. And if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, did it even happen? I'm just looking out for you.
Well, you're not wrong, Sheriff Peñas. Not wrong. You know, I can do every dark and sinister thing in the book, but if no one knows and no one feels it, what's the point? I appreciate you helping me realize that. But now we have another problem. If no one's recognizing what I'm doing, how do I get people to know?
Sorry, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, I may actually have one potential route that I'm not thrilled about, but might have to dive in some filth here to make this work.
So we had a great night on Saturday night, but here's the thing. I've been hearing some people say that miasma Zach Ramses has the meanest chokeslam on the independent wrestling scene today. I mean, if you think that's the meanest, you must think a Tabby Cat's the king of the jungle too. I mean, come on, people. Jeez, get it together. Guys, we have seen so much better talent. We see the miasma Zach Ramses make his first appearance of the night. I mean, this guy. Look, let me tell you, he might be undefeated in the ring. But on this radio show, the only thing he's undefeated in is making me want to move on to the next match. I mean, am I right or am I right? Guys, come on. And we're going to do just that right now. We're going to move on. So fast forward to last night's match. Ramses is in the main event now. I mean, how he got there? I have no clue. But I will bet my aunt's 1998 Toyota Camry that he walks out empty-handed. So, let's talk about the other wrestlers in question, shall we?
So I don't know what his issue is with me, but he's got some problem with Zach Ramses. But people do like to listen to him. He does have solid coverage of independent pro wrestling. So if I can figure out a way to get him to talk more about me and to tout my achievements, that could be the angle we need to get the guild to grow at an exponential rate. Just how? That's the question.
I don't know, but it sounds like a good plan to me, Zach.
Well, I gotta do a little thinking here, but when I do, I'll get him to bend to my will. And his quest is all mine. I appreciate you looking out, and I will be sure to remember this when I dispose of Chiron.
That wasn't my intention, Zach Ramses. But if that's what happens, I won't be upset at you.
It was pretty apparent to me right out the gate that this Tony Smith is very invested in his charity work. He brings it up all the time on his shows. So I figured getting some info on what makes some of his sponsors tick could be a starting point in discovering how to entice him into supporting me and the quest of Erebus. But I figured the wrestler he inexplicably likes to bash on regularly isn't really the person to directly do that digging. So, enlisting the services of someone I already have a hold of made sense to me.
Right. Let's talk some business. Hey, Mr. Radio, you to a place like this with water? No, that's not gonna do. Bartender, 2 shots of JMO, 4 Millers over there.
Oh, well, I don't know about all that, but anyway, it's great to finally meet you. And to be honest, kind of surprised we haven't met prior to this, but I'm glad to have the opportunity now.
Yeah, you know, wrestling's a full-time gig. Make the card, promote the show, party with the boys after. It's not a lot of time for other things after.
Yeah, that sounds pretty loaded.
Get you gentlemen anything else? Shop for yourself, bro. Hey, it's my kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Smith, listen up a little bit.
I told Ted what I needed out of the operation. Get me intel on Tony's sponsors so we can find a way to push Tony into promoting the Zach Ramses brand better and regularly. I honestly wasn't sure exactly what we would get from it, but I figured if any sleazebag lowlife could weasel his way into finding me something, it would be the sleazebag lowlife I already had dirt on and could control.
So, yeah, back to what you were saying. I am pretty loaded half the time.
What? I don't think I said anything like that. But look, in the meantime, let's talk about your upcoming shows for my future guests.
Yeah, no doubt. Right after a couple more shots. Danny! 2 more shots of J-Mo over here. Let's get this tab rolling, baby!
Yeah, I like this guy right here.
Gentlemen. Another shot.
Ted's plan revolving around being at the bar seemed like a self-incentivized push at first. But I came to realize that if you want a rat to be a rat, you gotta let it strut its stuff down in the sewer.
So I was with this fucker in Bumblefuck, Vermont, and he pukes everywhere. All over the rental truck. And then I gotta bring it back to the spot with the puke in it. Oh, it was a mess. So, speaking of the road, you know, I've been trying to pull some bigger names for my shows, pump up the attendance numbers. I know you got some big names, got some cash. How do you do it?
I don't know. Man, I probably shouldn't say.
Bro, come on. After all this stuff that I just spilled out to you the past 2 hours, I said some crazy shit. Nothing you tell me is gonna be any crazier than what I just told you.
No.
Talk to me, come on.
Look, I'm afraid of what people would do if anyone found out.
Found out about what? These guys, the bad guys?
No, they're just horny, man.
Horny? What?
Okay. Lean in. Close, because I don't want anyone. Okay? These big money guys, right? They just need some action, you know? And my sisters, they go and they do them favors and then they sponsor the show. You know, once or whatever, once a week, whatever it takes, and then my older sisters, they go and they take care of them.
Holy shit, bro, that's nuts. Pimping your sisters out for money?
Keep it down. You gotta promise not to say anything, okay? Our dad died from bone cancer, and we're just doing whatever it takes to help these charities that can help the cause and raise money. We want to honor that. Like, I know it's not good, but it's for the good cause, right?
God damn, man. Look, I get it. I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta promise not to say anything, though, okay? Because these sponsorship money is just so big, and they would kill me if they found out, all right? And my sister, look, people can't know, okay? But I can trust you, right?
Don't worry. I got you. Yo, Danny!
Nice shot, Patron.
Nah, I'll take one more. I think my guy here has done his part for the night. Why don't you go clean yourself up a bit, buddy? I'll call you an Uber.
This guy can't hang, bro.
Tell me about it. I'm gonna close the tab.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, put it under Zach Ramses.
Zach Ramses. You talking about the big guy who crashed my bar last week? Hell no, man. No. He's not welcome here.
Alright, I'll pay you back tomorrow. Just put on that one. Okay. Fucking Ramses.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the one-stop shop for the greatest of local mid-Atlantic entertainment. Pro wrestling, MMA, the stage, and more. The non-stop disco party. Tony Talk with Tony Smith. I'm here on multiple streaming platforms. Thanks for listening in. Before I touch on my great sponsors for this show, I want to talk about their great support in the fight against cancer. I personally want to start by talking about some independent pro wrestling. I am pretty vocal about a lot of the talent that I think is shaping the indie wrestling scene these days, but I had the chance to experience one guy this weekend that I now can admit I've been totally wrong on. And this is the miasma Zach Ramses. I mean, to say this guy is the real deal, well, it would be an understatement, folks. Let me decide where to start on this incredible talent I witnessed. I didn't realize how wrong I was. I mean, this guy can wrestle. I mean, he can talk into the mic, and he strikes fear into every wrestler and fan's eyes. I mean, this guy's the real deal right now. He's unparalleled at this level. And I found out that he attributes his greatness and success that he spreads to his allegiance to the ancient Greek god Erebus. I mean, folks, simply put, Ramses is rising. And you need to keep tabs on this guy going forward, because I know for sure I will be. Let's go through this great match that I witnessed Saturday night. I mean, this monster comes through the curtain, and immediately I just look at him in awe, and I wonder, this guy's gonna win this whole event.